And for as great as he is as a basketball player, it doesn't scratch the surface the way he is as a man. Derek Fisher.
John, I'll address your comments before I'm done here. But seeing the video montage again, which as John knows and a lot of athletes know, you do interviews and you record interviews and you tape stuff, and a lot of times you don't really ever get to see it yourself. You kind of hear about it, other people tell you about it, but rarely do you ever see them for yourself. So getting a chance to stand off the stage and actually see that video was moving. I was in a much brighter and excited mood as I was standing back there, and then when I saw that, it brought up emotions that I hadn't felt in some time, because we've to let you know, our daughter and our family, she's doing great. The surgeries, multiple surgeries, were a success. At this moment, our doctors have, shared with us that they don't feel that there's a cancerous cell in her body at this moment, and that the chances of the cancer returning are very, very, very slim. So we're very fortunate, to be here tonight. As the video said, she was the 10th child, I think, to experience this particular form of treatment. And I'm proud to say, because of what a lot of these athletes have touched on tonight, the ability to use our face and our name and our likeness, and the fact that people respect what we do a lot of times from a distance. Since Tatum's surgery and a lot of the stories that people have heard and read about in relation to our story, that number has grown from her being the 10th child to now almost 100 children who have received this same treatment and are on a much greater path to recovery. And it speaks so much to what doctors and nurses and anesthesiologists and the medical profession as a whole, how much it means to all of us in this room. None of us would be here, none of our children would be here without those gifts that a lot of you in this room have been blessed with. And like Michael just touched on, we're the ones out in the public and with the helmets on and the jerseys and the uniforms, and a lot of times receiving more recognition than sometimes we deserve. But I think all of us in this room would be proud to say that all of us respect it and cherish it and try and use it as an opportunity to give back. And a lot of times that's our way of giving back, is utilizing the gift that we've been blessed with to go out on the field, out on the court, and do our job, have people recognize what we do, and then utilize it to raise awareness, to raise people's attention to other issues that are going on in our life and in our world. So I want to thank everyone involved with this particular event, Cedars-Sinai Hospital and Sports Spectacular, personal friends of mine from Gavin Kane, Beth Moskowitz, Mr. John Kissick, who's been great and a friend that I've met over the last few years, John Benheim. The list goes on and on. Baron, I'm sorry, Jim Hill, and the tall dude back there too, who was been an inspiration, to me as well, man. He, on the team in 99-2000, a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to come to work every day once you reach a certain point in your career. You've gotten to 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, 15 years, and to put that jersey on and lace up the shoes and bring the body up to a point to go out and help the team, is something that's difficult to do. And veterans like John and the great experience I had with Gary Payton in 03, 04, I learned a great deal from these gentlemen. You know, in 03, 04, that team we had that made it to the finals, that was a crazy year, as a lot of you know. And we went through a lot as a team. We had guys injured. Shaq was out of the lineup, in and out. Kobe was in and out of the lineup. Karl Malone got hurt. A number of guys on our team sustained different injuries at that point. And Gary was the one guy, in addition, I think, to myself, that every single day, at every practice and at every game, laced up the shoes and went to work. And like a lot of gentlemen and Gabrielle have touched on as well, you know, that's a gift to be able to do that. And it's something that we get recognized for, but the real recognition goes to the people that don't get their names printed in a newspaper and on the news and the stories written about them or seen on television. You're the real heroes. You're the people that are the examples to us. You know, we go out and play games and do things that are a lot of fun for us, and we get paid for doing something that we love to do. But in our minds, it's not really that heroic. You know, most of us would be playing basketball in somewhere, or playing football somewhere, or playing volleyball somewhere, whether we received a paycheck for it or not. We'd be at a rec league, a church league, somewhere participating in sports. So we don't feel as though we're the greatest people on earth because of what we do. It's events like this and people like this that put events like this together that really make us feel special and make us feel blessed for what we've been able to do that would move people to recognize us with an event like tonight. Last but not least, the biggest hero in this room is my wife, Candace. And if I don't, normally she doesn't like to receive any attention, but you know, what she means to me and what she means to our family and what she has meant to our daughter is truly remarkable. And like I said, it's you know, all the attention goes to us, the athletes, the celebrities, the entertainers, but it's often those people that you don't see, that you don't hear from, that are really making things happen behind the scenes. And she is the most caring, most loving, most trusting person in my life. You know, this city has really been special to me personally since I came here in 1996. It's been a relationship that I'll never ever forget, and one that I'll cherish forever. And moving to the city was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. God is the only person that knew that if I was drafted by the Lakers, that I would happen to move into the same apartment building that my wife, at the time not my wife, but that she lived in already. And those things aren't accidents. You know, for me to get drafted by the Lakers, to move into the same apartment complex that a young, attractive woman lives in that I have no clue who it is, and we meet and hang out and date, and then eventually become husband and wife and have beautiful children together and enjoy the life that we do, and to be able to be a part of special events like this. It's not an accident, and I think it's important that we cherish every moment that we have together. I love my wife, I love my family, and I love the city. You've been great to me, you've been great to us. We're thankful. Thank you again, Cedars-Sinai. Thank you again, Sports Spectacular. Thank you.
See, that's why I had to get the jokes out first. I want to acknowledge, I saw Layla Ali